There was a period when we were studying with Don Miguel where we did these mitotes, they were called. They were all night dreaming practices, all night dreaming practices, where we'd start maybe at 9 o'clock at night, a little introduction, and then we'd get a heavy ritual invocation, and then it would start about 11 at night, and we'd go on all night. And during the night, we were woken up every 45 minutes, and we'd take a little drink of water, take a little walk, and then go right back to sleep. So you're half asleep as you're doing it. So pretty soon it puts you in the hypnagogic state, halfway between dreaming and waking. And the task, the goal was to get out of our bodies. So we're having lucid dreams and then having an out-of-body experience. If you can do that, the benefits are huge. Then you know you are conscious aware. Your mind is awake, but your body is asleep. So this is how, anyway, as we were practicing, it went on for years. And we would have these mitotes, periodically, maybe once every 2 months or so on. And so it's a bit to do. It took a little while, like in my own experience, I did 2 or 3 of these and nothing ever happened. And then one time I went to Don Miguel, I don't know what's going on, nothing ever happens. And he says, stand up. So I stood up, and he says, okay, sit back down. Okay, and then I sat back down. And he says, see, you stood up, sat down with not thinking too much. You just kind of did it. You're thinking too hard, you're trying too hard, just relax and do it. Okay, so that night, I took that to heart and relaxed, and next thing I knew, I saw it was like maybe 2 or 3 in the morning, and everything looked very bluish, and I could see my body sleeping. Everybody was sleeping. We were in this yoga studio and in sleeping bags and everything, and there were maybe 2 or 3 other people who had also stood up. And I didn't want to get distracted. I knew it was happening. It's happening. I was all excited. And so I willed myself just to float up into the ceiling. And I said, I'm just going to go through the roof. And I did. I went to the roof. I could feel here, like, ooh, it is colder and everything. And then I floated back down. Then I went back up and down. And then part of me, the architect in me said, oh, you know what? I'm going to float through the central beam because it's denser there, and let's see if that has kind of an effect. So I did. And I could feel, wow, when I went through the beam in my dream body, then I could see or feel that it was more dense. Anyway, eventually there was a lot more to it. Maybe I'll post that in another video. But the breakthrough was that now I knew unquestionably that I am not my body. We are not our bodies. Our consciousness is still intact. I still have thinking, thoughts and feelings and so on, but we're not tied to our body. We are much bigger than our body. And so, boy, the implications of that are huge. We're so much freer. Death does not even exist. When you die, the body goes, of course, but still, your consciousness, thoughts, feelings still go on. And so it was a huge revelation of these power journeys. Lucid dreamings. Lucid dreaming means you are consciously aware when you are dreaming. That's a big thing. And that has huge implications too, because this is a dream. As we've said before, this is Maya, the big cosmic dream. Or the way we say it shamanically, this is the dream of the planet. Wake up from the dream of the planet. So this too is a dream. So we practice this in our night dreams. And if you can wake up and be consciously aware that you're dreaming in your night dreams, then you know that you're consciously in a dream. And that's a huge revelation for yourself and a big step on the path to self-fulfillment and personal freedom.